is South Florida Nightly News on NBC 6 HD.
Hi, everyone. We've seen bailouts for the banking industry, bailouts for the automakers, but how about a bailout for big tobacco?
Well, that's what critics are calling a bill discussed today in Tallahassee, a state law that would help tobacco companies appeal verdicts that go against them.
Ari Adler joins us live from our newsroom now to explain this one for us. Ari?
Well, Joel, depending on who you listen to, this bill is either a ticket to endless litigation, according to the trial lawyers, or the best way to make sure Florida keeps receiving a nice annual check from the tobacco companies. Augustine Gonzalez lives with the constant hum of machines that help him breathe. He started smoking at age 14. Now he's got emphysema, one lung has been removed, and every breath is a struggle.
A walk from here to there, he's already real short of breath.
Gonzalez is one of the 8,000 Floridians suing tobacco companies. He and his attorney, J.B. Harris, say a new bill being considered in Tallahassee would essentially allow cigarette makers to run out the clock by filing endless appeals.
He says that by the time they even pay him, he'll be 6 feet under.
It would go on forever. Okay, my clients are sick, they're aging, they're dying.
Harris represents more than 100 tobacco plaintiffs. He says the bill, which allows the tobacco companies to post a single bond to cover all appeals instead of a bond for each case, is unfair.
They've created a bill that is a bailout bill for the tobacco industry.
But the bill's sponsors, Representative Ellen Bogdanoff of Fort Lauderdale and Senator Mike Herodopoulos of Melbourne, say their goal is to protect the $400 million Florida gets every year from big tobacco.
We want to protect our $400 million that comes from tobacco settlement back in 1997. If we do not act according to the Attorney General, we could lose that money if the tobacco companies go bankrupt. We want to make sure that if they have a legitimate case, they can hear it in an appeal.
I think that's just a hoax, okay? It's a smokescreen.
Harris says only the oil industry makes more money than the tobacco companies do. While they argue in Tallahassee, Augustine Gonzalez is hoping people learn from his example.
Yeah, he says don't smoke because then you can end up just like the way he is at this moment.
Yeah, if you haven't started smoking, don't, and if you do, try to quit. You've heard that all the time, but it's still good advice. The bill in Tallahassee, by the way, is a long way yet from becoming a law. If it does, it would give tobacco companies a break at the same time that the legislature is considering raising taxes on tobacco products. Live in the newsroom, Ari Adler, South Florida Nightly News.